Welcome to 180 Seconds, where introductions take too much time. Crap! Well, let's talk a little bit about the Game & Watch series. As you all know, Game & Watch was Nintendo's foray into the handheld systems of the 1980s. And they were pretty interesting, especially what it was up against. I remember having a game that was called Subchase, and it was basically Mattel's game that had two dots. One was a destroyer, which was you, one was a submarine, which was them, and then you used a horrible beeping sound to try and figure out where they were and blow them up. Fun, but fun then. I don't think it would work now. I never really had one. You were the bee's knees in my elementary school if you had one of the wristwatches that had Zelda or Mario Brothers. I only had one which was called Mario's Egg Drop, and I think it was a knockoff, because all it was Mario going back and forth, catching eggs, and Birdo dropped. Yay. But anyway, today we're going to talk about Game & Watch Pinball. Game & Watch Pinball, I just got a comment on the styling of this thing. This doesn't look like it was styled for kids. This thing looks like it was styled for businessmen who are trying to impress other businessmen before business meetings. Hey Tony, I'd love to stay and talk to you here in the 1980s, but I'm going to pull out my advanced video game system in my pocket and play it instead of talking to you. Alright, let's get into this thing. Well, it's been said before and it's been said again. This was your papa. Well, aesthetics aside, and of course the history of video gaming, all we should really talk about is the features. It of course has a clock, which is pretty accurate, and hello. And it's a pretty good timepiece. At the same time, of course, you have the video games and an alarm system. Video game mode A is 3 balls. Video game mode B is 1 ball. And I'm going to try and play this darn thing through the viewfinder, which is going to be hard. Let's start the game B. And you can't turn off the sound, which is a shame, because just about everything in this game makes a sound. And I'm not one to talk about hit detection in video games, but there are many times, like, the ball has to not be on the flipper, because if the ball's on the flipper, you miss it. I don't understand why it was programmed like that. You can't catch the ball like you would in a regular pinball game or anything like that. So that's a round of Nintendo's Game & Watch Pinball. It's a fun little time waster. Just don't expect any big laughs out of it. It's really dated. It's showing its age, and but it is a nice piece of history. If you can find any, enjoy.